Alright you guys, so let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is put on this headband. So like that, my hair doesn't get in my face. Alright, so like the title said, today we're going to be working on a fall makeup look. An easy one. So I'm actually going to start off with my eyebrows. I'm going to do them off camera and then I will come back so like that we can continue with the look. What is up you guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Michelle and it is a pleasure to have you here. So today I'm going to show you guys how to quickly do your eyebrows with just 1 to 2 products. So today I'm going to be using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. You guys have seen me talk about this before. I like it because it's super thin. Let me see if I can show you guys. I love to use this pencil because like I said, it's super thin. It does its job and it doesn't do more than what you're supposed to. Like it's gonna give you thin lines. So I like to always first start off with the front of my brow and then end up by the tail. If you can do just one quick line without lifting the pencil up. But sometimes I feel like creating a straight line is easier for me when I go little by little. So I'll show you guys. So technically I'm swaying my pencil back and forth, but very, very slightly. And every time you're doing your brows, you want to make sure that you're following your own natural guide. So whatever I do to one side, I like to do to the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and create that bottom guide. And then if you mess up for whatever reason, or if you feel like your line is way too harsh or too dark, don't worry because you can always go back and fix it up afterwards. So now that the bottom guides are created, I'm gonna go ahead and brush my hairs down and then move on to the top guide. The top guide, I always like to start off at the corner and go in. So like that, by the time that you get to the front of the brow, you're creating a soft blended effect. And then I'll go ahead and just continue that curve towards the tail. I'm not gonna lie you guys, it's usually a lot easier for you to do your brows once they're already done. So that's, I guess, kind of like a little hack. When you have too many hairs around the brow, you start getting confused onto how to draw your guides or even how to just fill it in. And then sometimes if you don't have enough hair, you gotta use your imagination. So that's like, I get that question a lot. Like, how do you create the perfect brow on somebody who maybe has like a skinny brow, right? If you want them a little bit thicker, you have to create imaginary lines. That's what I always tell my students. See right here, I can already tell that this is way thicker than this one, but it's okay because once I go in with the concealer and clean it up, it acts like an eraser. So now, very, very softly, I'm gonna go ahead and create little lines to mimic my natural eyebrow hairs. So I like to do it in the front, which is usually the thinnest area of the brow. Once again, this doesn't have to be perfect because then you're gonna use your spoolie and sway back and forth. And I do apologize for my voice sounding a little weird. I am getting rid of my allergies right now, and I still feel like I sound a little off. All right, so like I said, this eyebrow is a lot thicker than this one, but it's okay because I'm gonna go in with my concealer and clean those bad boys up. Honestly, I feel like going to Target or Ulta and getting myself a whole just like stash of makeup for myself and only myself. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna be using a flat brush. I did use this one yesterday, so don't come for me. I'm gonna be washing my brushes today. So you're gonna make sure that it's flat first of all, because the flatter the brush, the straighter the line. You're gonna grab a little bit of that concealer, and I always like to start off the same way that we created our guides. We're gonna erase our mistakes. I like to start at the front and then work my way back. Once you finish that first guide, you want to go ahead and maybe create a second guide. And excuse this damn pimple, I don't know why I decided to come out today. So create that guide for yourself. You can possibly do the same thing in between your eyebrows, so like that you can just continue that same guide with the other brow. So let me show you. Less product is better. The less is more sometimes. If you feel like you have too much, put some on your lid and then go back. And you see how I put it towards the middle? That's practically gonna be my guide for my other brow. And now we're gonna use this guide, bring it over a little bit, too much product, put it on your lid. If you need more, you can always go back and get more. And then, since we have a little bit of excess product, I'm just gonna go up, blend it out a little bit, bring this down. And then honestly, this same concealer that I'm using, the same shade, I usually like to just go ahead and apply it on my lid, and that'll be my primer for my eyeshadow. The shade that I'm using right now is Medium Olive from NYX. This is the Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer. Alright, so I'm gonna need you guys to let me know in the comments below if you feel like my focus is out of whack, because I'm using new settings. I actually tried to play with the settings this time around, so hopefully it's not doing that in and out thing that it usually does. Typically, honestly, I do like to use a shade a little lighter, but I have been in the sun a lot, so I'm just using the Medium Olive, which is really my concealer shade. So once you apply that on the lid, you can grab your fingers and just go in and kind of like just blend it and push it into the skin. You see? So now we have to do the top. This is when it gets a little tricky. You're gonna grab, once again, a little bit of product. Too much product will mess up the top of your eyebrows and make them look too fake. So now I'm gonna go ahead and create that guide. I'm gonna start here. Once I feel like I created the guide that I really wanted, you're gonna just go ahead and follow that through the end. And it's okay if you go too above the eyebrow because you can always kind of go closer. So once you're happy with it, just make sure that you blend it out. And then do the same thing to the other brow. See, this one is a little bit more round, so if that happens to you, you can always go back and just add a little bit more. And then that's how you create brows, symmetrical brows. I feel like this one is a little too dark, so if you feel the same way, just sway back and forth. If you don't want to remove too much product, just go a little bit softer. And that's it, you guys. So now we can take this off. And if you guys only want to rock your brows, use the concealer that is the same shade as this inner tone here, because normally we're a little bit lighter towards the inside of our face versus the outside. So this is the same color as this area right here. So if I were to put it on my cheeks, it would blend out seamlessly. If you want to do this with a full face, you can go a shade lighter. So like I said, I'm using medium olive, and with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. So you can use a shade lighter if you're gonna go ahead and brighten the eye area up. But today, I think this is the only thing that we're gonna be doing. So with that being said, I hope that you guys learned something. My bad. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Excuse my voice, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.